Hey there, my friends. This is Vicky with Side Income Coaching. Thank you so much for joining me today. This podcast is all about helping Christians create financial freedom by just creating their own side income, doing things that they already have the skills and experience to do. So, recently, over the past few weeks, we've been talking about different ways to set yourself up to be able to attract clients to you instead of repelling them. So today's action that we're going to talk about is choosing who it is that you actually want to work with. And there are just some simple steps that you can take to kind of identify who the people are that you want to work with. Because if you don't decide who you want to work with in advance and you just kind of throw it out there that, hey, I'm doing this thing right now, then people just kind of see it and scroll by, or you say it and they don't really resonate with what you're saying. So, by deciding who it is you want to work with now, you kind of set yourself up to be able to talk about it more easily and then make the ears of the ideal person kind of perk up when you start talking about it. So, here are a few steps that you can take to figure out who it is that you actually want to work with. So, first of all, you want to think about the skills and the interests and the experience that you already have and think about who could naturally benefit from those. So, if you are amazing at organizing, maybe you would focus on busy moms or maybe small business owners who need help setting up some systems. You know what I mean? So, you can think about who could really benefit from that the most. Now, if you were an organizer and you just put out there, hey, I'm an organizer, I help everybody, it doesn't really stand out to anybody. But if you say, hey, I'm an organizer and I specifically help small business owners get these types of systems set up, fill in the blank there. Well, now all the small business owners are going to perk right up when they see that because they're like, oh, that's me. This person is for me. It's sort of like with this podcast and even what I do in my business as a business coach. I tend to gravitate toward working with beginners up till maybe intermediate. I'm not really the ideal person for people who have a six-figure business or a seven-figure business. I'm kind of helping the beginners out. I love helping them out with that. And I don't really have the expertise to help the six-figure earners go even further, not at this point in my life. So this is where my happy spot is right now. And so with that, the next step that you'd want to do is, and we've talked about it a little bit before, is to define the problem that you're solving. So what issue are you passionate about helping people solve? Are you helping people save time? Are you helping them to reduce stress? Are you helping them to learn a skill? What is it that you're providing? That will also help you understand what people are looking for those particular skills that you offer. And number three, you want to think about what energizes you. Not all clients are created equal. So, who would make you excited to work with? Who would give you energy, like when you're in their presence and you see them either having success or you're able to see the joy on their face when you provide the service that they needed, whether it was a birthday cake, whether it was photos, or their pet was well taken care of while they were gone, whatever the thing is, what are the type of people you like to be around? I know for my sister, who was about 59, I believe, I think she was 59, about to turn 60, when she started her first business, cleaning houses on the side. She had decided she had spent a lot of years working in the school system, and then she ended up working at a daycare. And she was really just kind of burnt out at that point, and she just wanted to do something different. So she just decided that she was going to start a house cleaning business, and that's what she did. But she also ended up with several clients, and then one of them was extremely cranky. And she didn't really look forward to going there because no matter what she did, it wasn't going to be good enough. And I was like, hey, why are you still working with that client? Like, there are other cleaners out there, so you could officially fire your client. You don't have to work there anymore. You can just say, I am so sorry. My schedule is filling up and I'm not going to be able to come here any longer, but I can refer you to somebody else if you would like, or something along those lines, because that's not a fun client to work with, right? That's not going to make your side business fun. It's going to make it difficult and stressful, which is what we're trying to avoid. We want to just make some extra money on the side to help our budget out and maybe create freedom over the long haul. So just think about who it is that you really just enjoy being around. And I mean, yeah, is every single client going to be perfect? Absolutely not. But who do you enjoy the most? And then number 4, you just want to consider their needs and challenges. So put yourself in their shoes. Think about, what are the pain points of the person or people that you would like to work with, and what results are they looking for? I've said before, sometimes you can head into Facebook groups or Reddit or Quora or wherever. You can search to see what people are searching for in your particular field. And maybe you are a person who has been in the position that you are now trying to provide a service for. So, uh, you like for this example, I am helping people, Christians, break the paycheck to paycheck cycle by creating side income, because I was a person who lived in the paycheck to paycheck cycle and started side businesses, which helped me create freedom. And therefore, now I want to do that same thing for others, because I know how amazing it is to be on the other side when you don't have debt anymore and you don't have to stress about paying your bills. It's just so much more freeing. I love this lifestyle so much that I want everybody to have this freedom. Anybody who wants it, I want them to have it. So sometimes how you are helping people is coming out of a place of where you've already had a breakthrough or freedom in that particular area. And then the 5th thing is that you want to get specific, which of course I have talked about before, but it does apply to this as well. It's just not enough to say, I help women. You want to narrow it down. Like, there are lots of different women in the world. Which kind of woman do you want to work with? You can narrow it by all kinds of different things. You could narrow it by, like, just working with Christians, which is not necessarily the thing that you have to do just because you are one. The only reason that I say I am helping Christians with their budgeting and how to earn extra side income is because I love to talk about Jesus. And if anybody works with me, they are going to hear about Jesus because it's just part of my life. It's part of my vocabulary. We're going to pray together. And I like that to just be out there. Will I work with somebody who isn't a Christian? Sure. If they're open to all of the things that I just said, I'm happy to work with anybody. That is fine. But I do tend to talk about working with Christians because we're on the same page as far as like, I'm going to speak life into you from scripture. I'm going to pray with you. And people who are not believers may not be so receptive to my style. And so that's why I specifically say Christians. But just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you have to only work with Christians, okay? So you can narrow it down in different ways. If you make, I don't know, say you sew hair scrunchies and you want to sell these hair scrunchies, well, your target market is like not going to be 50-year-old women. It's probably going to be young girls and teenagers, right? Those are the ones that are wearing those particular kind of hair ties. So that's what I mean. So when you figure out kind of a category, at least of people that you want to work with, it just helps you talk about it easier. It doesn't mean you can't help people outside of that realm. It just means that when you're talking about it, they will understand you and they'll understand that it is for them. So if you take me, for example, where I don't love working out, I am over 50 and I feel like all the muscles in my body are becoming jello. And so I struggle with exercise. So if you just have a program out there that says, I'm an exercise coach or I'm a fitness coach, that's not that exciting to me. But if you said, I am a fitness coach and I help women over 50 whose muscles feel like pudding underneath their skin to become more toned and more fit for the next half of their life, well, I'm probably going to be signing up right then. First of all, it's quirky and funny, so I just like that anyways. But also, it's speaking specifically to me. I know that it's for somebody my age. It's not for somebody who's 20. Somebody who's 20 could totally use it for sure. But because they said it's for somebody over 50, okay. Like right now, if I said, this podcast is for women who are 35 to 50 years old and wear glasses and currently are listening to this podcast while sitting in their pajamas, drinking a cup of coffee. Like for each single thing I said, you were already starting to eliminate things. Okay, wait, am I a Christian woman? Yes. Okay, that's me. Am I wearing glasses? Oh, nope, I'm not wearing glasses. This isn't for me. Maybe you are wearing glasses. You're like, okay, check, that's for me. And then, okay, sitting around in their pajamas drinking coffee. Oh, wait, I'm not wearing glasses, but I am sitting in my pajamas drinking coffee. So you just see how the different things stand out to people. So that's the only real reason that you want to kind of narrow down who you want to work with is because it just makes their ears perk up and know that your services are for them. So you don't have to be, super duper crazy about this at the beginning. And sometimes it just takes working with a bunch of different people to figure it out. But if you already kind of have an idea of the type of people you like working with, well, yay. So you get to start out knowing that already. So um, just realize that, whatever you choose now, it's not like you have to work with that particular type of person forever. But you can do that for now. You just kind of guess at it right now and then see how it works out and change it down the road. Nothing here is set in stone. When you're earning side income, even if you turn this into a full-on side business, hey, guess what? It's still not etched in stone. You can make changes anytime you want to. That's the beauty of doing this on your own. You get to be the decider. Woohoo! Yeah, yes. And when you have ideas at the beginning, it's okay to tweak them too. Not even just about the people that you're working with, but maybe the services that you're offering. Maybe as you start working with people with whatever service you're providing, you start finding out, I thought I enjoyed all of these various things, but actually the part that I enjoy the most is this. So if you're a photographer, you may be taking pictures and have, 18 different offers. I'm going to do graduation photos. I'm doing weddings. I'm doing baby shoots. I'm doing maternity shoots. I'm doing family shoots. And as you're doing that, you start to discover, like, you know what? I really don't love doing the the family shots that much. I really enjoy doing uh, just weddings, or I really just enjoy doing scenery. Uh, you might just discover that, and that's fine to eliminate some of the other offerings that you had and just focus on one or two that you just truly enjoy, and then talking to the people who want those particular services from you. So just another, couple of practical examples for you is maybe a tutor. Say you are a tutor and you specialize in helping high school students ace their college entrance essays, or you are a graphic designer and you focus specifically on helping faith-based nonprofits give their branding an update. Or you are a fitness coach and you help new moms rebuild their strength after having their baby. So those are just a few ideas for you. So in order to take action today, I want you to just sit down and take about 15 minutes to write down your skills, the problems that you want to solve, and the people you would love to help. And then just see where it goes. Just brainstorm, just let it all out. Don't try to figure it all out. Just put on some soft music in the background and just start writing down your skills. With those skills, any problems that people have that you want to solve, because that's all business is. It's solving a problem. Someone can't mow their lawn, you can go mow their lawn. Their problem is now solved, right? So it's the most basic thing. We're coming up on the holidays right now. There's a lot of people who don't have time to wrap their presents. I actually used to wrap presents for a family probably, I think like maybe eight to 10 years ago. I went to somebody's house and they had a lot of gifts, and I would just spend all kinds of time wrapping gifts for them for Christmas so that they didn't have to do it. And it's so funny, but it's totally possible. You can actually make money that way. So write down all of the things that you are really good at, problems that you want to solve, and the people who you would love to help. Okay? And then um, just pray on that and see where the Lord leads you. So, just to kind of recap real quick, it's just knowing who you want to work with does matter. It doesn't matter as much in the beginning. I mean, it does, but not as much as like when you get going and you start to hone in a little bit more. It just really makes it a lot easier to talk about what it is you're doing and who it's for. It makes it easier to attract clients. Just one more quick story. When I had a life coaching business called Soul Motives, and I had made some flyers, and on those flyers had everything that I could help people with. There were like 8 different things. Oh, I can help you with budgeting. I can help you with business. I can help you with your relationships because I had studied mediation. So I thought, hey, why divorce people? I'm going to help them stay together. Let's see. I could help you with organizing. I don't know. I had a whole list of things on there, and it was so muddy. I mean, no one would know what to hire me for. I had so many different things, and I would say that was not one of my most successful businesses. That's okay. I just tweaked it. That's all. You tweak it and you move on. I renamed it. I probably renamed my business. I don't know how many times. A lot. Like I said, nothing's etched in stone. So I hope that you have fun trying to, just narrow down who it is that you would most enjoy working with. And I'd love to hear from you if you end up wanting to share your thoughts. Well, you are welcome to shoot me an email. I will leave my email in the show notes. And I truly, truly, truly would love to hear from you. When I am doing podcasts, I kind of imagine I'm sitting with a friend, having coffee, just talking about, side income things, talking about Jesus, just relaxed, just kind of chilling, hanging out. And so I would love to hear from you guys because right now it's a very one-sided conversation, isn't it? I'm not really used to that. So I would love to hear from you. Check the show notes for the email and please make sure and shoot me an email. Talk to you later.